don't get scared. I won't show my face very often, I promise. But I'm in my office. I don't know if you can see. I've got branding on the wall. It's backwards because I'm using selfie cam so I can figure out what exactly I'm doing. But yeah, so wow, okay, a lot has happened. A lot is still happening, but I thought I'd come and give you a little update and just say hi, this is me, how you doing? So I'm in the office, it's all working, it's all done, it's all up. I've got new products, look. Oh, new things, shiny new things. So basically, right, what happened? So my last video, I should have probably gone back and watched my last video. I did not. I don't think hubby's job had actually gone at that point. We knew it was very close. I've been saying for months, and I bet you're all sat there just going, oh my gosh, she's banging on about that. It hasn't happened. It's never going to happen. She's just saying it for clicks. So hubby went to work on the 27th of February. It was a Thursday. And he went to work, and he'd heard that day that okay, so let me go back to the beginning first. This is a really long story. Buckle in, get yourself a drink. So hubby worked at a place. He worked there since 2000 and I want to say 2008, maybe. It was before we got married, and we got married in 2010. So it could have been 2008. He's lived a long time. He's worked there a long time. So he got bought out. That company that he worked for was bought by the company who has just made him redundant. He was told that nothing would change. Everything was going to be fine. And it changed. Stuff changed. But not majorly. And then he got a letter saying, actually, we're going to close the factory where you are, and you're going to move a 20-minute drive further down the road to this is where we knew it was going to go wrong, because they moved him in to another company that they own. He was still trading as his original company under that name. They were still answering the phone, had their own phone lines, website, orders and everything. But the company building that they moved into was a rival company. So as soon as the clients realised that the other company that they moved into did not have a very good track record of delivering the correct orders, delivering things on time, just delivering in general, not paying bills and things like that. And that continued to be run that way. And then hubby's company got kind of lumped in with that, and the same thing started happening to them. They weren't paying the bills, the stuff was being made on the wrong card, and then they were just like, oh well, it's made now, just send it anyway, and if they complain, we'll redo it. If they don't, fine. They just didn't really care. The quality wasn't there anymore. So we knew at that point, we knew it was going to happen. They didn't lay anybody off when they took it over. They moved people to we're in Essex. They moved some of the people down into a factory they had in Kent, and some of the other people to another factory much further away in Essex. So that happened. They continued like that for quite a long time. Then just before Christmas, they had a visit from HMRC and heard on the grapevine that it was there was a large bill owed that they hadn't paid. They then found out that the rent hadn't been paid, and they hadn't paid the electric bill because, okay, I can't say why they didn't pay the electric bill because it will give away where it is, and I don't want to give that away, but it was connected to another much larger organisation that the electricity ran through, so the electricity couldn't be cut off, and when they worked that out, they just stopped paying the bill. Just extremely irresponsible all round. I'm sorry, this is going to be a really long video. I'll try and streamline it. Long story short, they didn't pay the bills. They screwed over customers and suppliers. And he went into work on Thursday, the 27th of February, and heard that the main company building where all the HR and everything was had closed. They were done. They were finished. It was closed. That had ceased trading when he went in Thursday morning. So at that point, on Thursday night, everybody who worked in his factory was like, well, this is where we're going to go. They just took all their personal belongings home. They knew that was going to happen. He finished work. He got home 3:30 Thursday afternoon. At just after 6 p.m. on Thursday afternoon, he got a email. And it literally said, I'll pop it up on the screen. I'll just blank out the relevant bits. I think it's on my Instagram as well. Dear all, not even a name, just dear all. As you know, the main factory has closed. And unfortunately, due to this, the bank has now pulled our funding. So we cannot afford to pay you for the work this month. This also means that you are being made redundant with immediate effect. So that was it. Thursday night, the day before payday, literally he was due to be paid at midnight as going into Friday. And we got this text at this email just after 6 p.m. So basically 6 hours before payday, he was told he's not getting paid and he no longer has a job. Thankfully, I had been cash stuffing for 2 years. We knew that this was coming. He had enough insight from the job that he was doing and where he was working that he could overhear bits of conversation and knew, you know, shit was hitting the fan basically. So we've been preparing for this. We had money put away as savings. I've made sure if we had not paid off the debts that we did when we did, we'd be in serious financial trouble, like really, like debt collectors knocking on the door, taking our stuff away. That's how bad it would have been. But because he managed to get the heads up that this was going to happen, I got my shit together and I just was like, this is it. We have to do this now or we're in trouble. So I managed to use his wages. So we managed to get all of that cleared. The only debt we still have now is £5,000 that we owe a family member. It's my father-in-law gave us money to buy our car. So we still owe that. We found out yesterday, literally yesterday, I'm filming this on Friday. We found out on Thursday. I got fed up of waiting. We have been waiting and waiting and waiting. And he's called the director who's still working because the other factory that he moved into, they're still running. God knows how. They laid off 11 of the 21 staff at the factory hubby worked at and all 60 something of the ones from the Kent factory. And he was unfortunately one of the ones that went out. I say unfortunately, this worked out quite nicely in the end. But there was a whole lot of, we don't know what they're going to do. What are they going to put it into administration, liquidate it? What? Because there's another company that they liquidated, and they tried to. I think HMRC have tried to strike it off the register twice, and they keep just managing to dodge it. I don't know how they're doing it. So the poor people working there. That was 2 years ago and they still haven't got any redundancy pay or anything. It's ridiculous. But they did say to him, no, we've auctioned off a bunch of our equipment so that we can pay for administrators. It is happening. And he happened to mention the name. Hubby just caught a bit of it and I was like, I know which administrator that is because I've been researching the hell out of it for the last 2 months. So he's done that. So I emailed the company because the director was quite dismissive. He's like, oh yeah, you'll just hear something in the next 2 weeks. We hadn't heard anything for 2 weeks. So I emailed the company, the administrator, and was like, look, he works for I pretended to be my husband, just went, look, I worked for this company. They've made us redundant. He's told me that you're dealing with it, but I haven't heard anything else. Is there anything else going on? You know, can you tell me are you dealing with it? Do you even know who these people are? And they came back to us yesterday and went, yeah, we sent an email out to all of those employees. We don't have any record of you. Because of course they don't. Of course they don't. Why would they? Nothing's ever easy. But we've supplied everything that they need anyway. They've got pay slips and proof of everything that they need. So we're now CC'd in all the emails. But yeah, things are moving and they're hoping at the end of May we will have the CN number that we need to claim the statutory redundancy. He's missing wages, and then we need to move on to the pay in lieu of notice. So with that, thankfully, our father-in-law has kindly, he wasn't too fussed anyway. He was really sweet about it. And as soon as he found out, he's like, look, cancel car payments, wait until you're back on your feet. If you get your redundancy, you can just pay it in one lump, whatever you want to do. So that's where we're at right now. That brings us kind of up to date. Hubby's not working at the moment. As I was just saying, like, it's worked out quite nicely actually, because at the moment, my dad is in quite poor health. He does get disability living allowance. He's got a whole bunch of things wrong with him. Bless him. And he's struggling a bit. And it just so happened, the week after he got made redundant, my mum started having trouble with her shoulder again. She's had a lot of trouble with her shoulder for a lot of years. She's waiting for an operation. No idea how long that's going to take. So basically what's happened is she can't look after my dad and do all the things that he needs to do. I can't lift my dad. I'm not strong enough to when he needs lifting and things like that. So my mum's basically said, look, let hubby have the carer's allowance. He just needs to be able to drop everything and come here as soon as we need him. You know, he's taking them shopping and stuff like that. He's doing all the bits and bobs that he needs to do. That my dad or my mum would normally do and can't do at the moment. So that's kind of got UC off his back as well. So universal credit, and they're like, okay, we don't have to look for work at the moment. So that's just given us a bit of breathing room until my mum is better. Once my mum's had her operation, we're hoping later this year, potentially early next year, I believe, and gets herself back on track, and then he's going to start looking for work again, or retraining, or doing something else. So we're not sure what that is yet. We've got a bit of breathing room. We are definitely not as well off as we were, obviously, because we've lost his wages. The universal credit's gone up a little bit to cover it, but we are down around £1,000, just over £1,000 a month at the moment. So my cash stuffings will continue. They are not going to be as big as they usually are, but I am going to start doing like my sinking funds and things again. I've only been doing mini Mondays very sporadically, but now I've got this room, I've got this gorgeous little office. I will give you the tour. And when it warms up, I'm absolutely freezing at the minute. There's no heating in here, and it's at the end, it's like, it's south facing, so it should be really warm, but it is so well insulated that it's absolutely freezing in here, and it just doesn't get warm even when it's really hot outside, which I'll be grateful for when I do have a heater in winter. But right now it's really cold, and I'm gonna finish this video and then go inside and warm up, frankly. I might turn my foiler on. That'll chuck out 200 degrees of heat. That'll warm it up a bit. But yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. That's where I've been. That's what's been going on. I've also had stuff going on with my daughter. She if you've watched some of my other videos, you know she's had a couple of suspensions. She's really not doing very well with the change into year 3, into Key Stage 2, where it's all a bit more sit at your desk and work, whereas before it was much more play-based. So she's struggling a lot with that at the minute. She's now currently on a reduced timetable, so she's only at school for 2 hours a day. So I've literally got 2 hours a day to try and get my vlogs done without being disturbed. Although this will now definitely help. I literally finished this yesterday, this room with shelves and my little branding and stuff. So I'm all finished now. I've got loads of stuff in here to do. But yeah, so I've got to go pick her up soon as well. But I've been making lots of new things. So I will show you those shortly as well in another video, because this one is already 15 minutes long. And it's just me waffling, frankly. And I know you all sit there and go, oh, I love your waffle, it's really fun. But God, it gets tedious after a while, doesn't it? I watch myself back sometimes and I'm like, oh, just shut up, woman. But anyway, yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. That's kind of bringing us up to date. I will be starting, I'm going to try and get this video out tomorrow, so Saturday. The shop will be open. I'm debating doing parkrun. I'm trying to get back into doing parkrun every week. I've got a new spinny chair as well, by the way. I'm sorry, I can't sit still. I love it. And I was going to do parkrun every week, like during spring and summer. And I'm not well. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's kind of like a cold, but it's not. I just feel weak and tired. I walked around the shop today. I sold some stuff on Vinted and had to walk around the shop to post it. And it's absolutely wiped me out. So I may not do parkrun tomorrow. I may just come in, prep some more bits and bobs. I've got to take some photos in a minute as well of the new stuff, and get that listed, because the shop will be open at 11:30 tomorrow, Saturday. Today, because I'm posting it on Saturday. It will be 11:30 today. I'm hoping this is going to be edited and scheduled for around 9 a.m. So if you see this after 11:30, you can go and check out the shop, and it should be open now for good. I can't foresee any reason why my shop will not be open or will be closed again. I have got a couple of days holiday at the end of next month, but it's literally like 4 days, so it will just be a case of I'll pack orders before I go, and then when I come back, anything that's coming I will pack and send out. So yeah, so that's me. I hope you're all keeping well. I must admit, I will completely hold my hands up, I have not been online very much, other than I have been just cramming just procedures and legal things, and we've got to do an I've just started an education tribunal, SEN tribunal, because they've said that despite my daughter being suspended and having a reduced timetable of 2 hours a day, which is actually still not going great, she's absolutely fine at school, and the school are doing great with her, and they can just continue to do so. She doesn't need any extra help. So we've just started that as well. So I've not been watching many videos. I hope you are all keeping well. I'm watching the odd one here or there, but now that I think the ducks are finally in a row, and I'm going to be able to get back to normal, and I can't wait, honestly. I just need some normalcy, whatever that looks like in my house. I need a routine back, and I think I'm going to get that now. I've got this little room. I can drop her at school, come in, do my work, do my vlogs, and crack on with life, and get back to, I miss you all. I miss all your vlogs. I love watching them. I love seeing everybody winning and getting, ticking off the goals and stuff. And I can't wait to get back into it. I've missed it. I've missed it a lot. So yeah, so that's me. I will absolutely shut up now. Oh my God, like 17 minutes long. What the hell? So I'll try and edit some out if I can. But thank you all so much for watching, if you've made it this far. And thank you for sticking with me, because I had a little blip. I lost some subscribers, but I've got some more back. So hello, welcome, thank you. My next big goal, I'm nearly 1,000 subscribers on Instagram. If you do not follow me on Instagram, please go and check me out, because I will do a giveaway when I get there. And then my next big goal is to be able to monetize this channel. So I need another 500 subscribers, please and thank you. If you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. Yeah, right, that's me. I am absolutely going to shut up now, because it's like the 5th time I've said it. It's very weird. I don't know if I like being on camera. I was going to try and do like little studio vlogs and stuff of me making stuff, but I don't think I like being on camera. Also, I have got some makeup on, would you believe? It doesn't look like it. I'm not a big makeup fan, but I still look ill. Still look rough as hell. Oh, someone save me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in my cash stuffing vlogs. See you later. Bye.